Hello, and welcome to Cardboard Plastic. Today I have a COMC review. I took them out of the packages. You do not want to see me fumble through these with all the little receipts. They put a receipt in every single one of the penny sleeves with all the cards. So I took those out, and I'll go over this and kind of show you my path forward, what I'm going to be doing with grading, what I'm going to be doing with collecting, and you can kind of see like all the varying things that I'm collecting. So I probably have way too many projects. I did request this. COMC is taking forever for their economy. It took them over 2 months to get this back to me. So $5 shipping for all these cards. So it's the way to go, but you just got to be patient. So the first thing, let's go over my first thing that I'm collecting, and this could be pretty varying. So I'm trying to get every single Rik Smits card that I possibly can, even like other things like bobbleheads and postcards. So everything on TCDB, the trading card database, trying to put that together. So Top Stadium Club, All Import, these are kind of the same card. This is the members only. This is the first day issue. Here's a insert Foreign Legion. These are the Super Team cards. So these are actually pretty rare. These things go for like over $10. Here is the refractor. These refractors, unless you get in hand, you don't know if it's a refractor. Like the eBay pictures and things, there's nothing that tells you that the refract. Now they do things like they put an R, or they did like prism. So you know if they're refractors now, but in the beginning they were hard to know from eBay images. A lot of people just sell them. Some try to rip people off. Some people just really don't know the difference. This is like a perforated. This is like out of some type of magazine, I think. This is a Hoops. I have the regular one, so you can see perforated. And these are both numbered out of 100. And a lot of these like 90s inserts are going for big money. I got both of these for under $10. I was trying to get, I think it's a 2014-15 Prism, like Rik Smits had a card in that set. And the it was the gold out of 10, which I don't have. I have like a lot of cards for the rainbow. And I was out once that card got over $100. I think it was over 120 for it out of 10. And I guarantee that if I went to like 150, the person there's a couple of people just really bidding up these Rik Smits cards. So I'm not the only collector out there. All right. So here's a varying thing. So go from Rik Smits to golf. So what I did, a lot of people, you can see like Double D Vintage there, Mangini, all these people are doing these Mag Pro Zion cases, which you can put a little label. I'm going to be using those, but not for really just cards. I'm still going to grade a little bit, but I have a couple of PCs I'm working on, and these are going to be perfect for one of my PCs is Hall of Fame golfers and also golfers that won a major championship. So Craig Stadler, I believe he won the Masters. So all these cards I got for like under like $5, maybe $10 for one of the top ones, but this is a cool little PC you can put together for on-card autos. So, and even like all these time like game-used golf shirts and things like that. So I'm going to be using the Mag Pro cases for these, make my own labels, and it's going to say the name of the golfer. I don't care about the card, but it's going to say the name of the golfer, if they're Hall of Famer, I'm going to put that down, and also all the lists of what year and how many major championships they won. So here's a Justin Rose. I believe he won the U.S. Open. So Lee Jansen, Hal Irwin. He won a couple of Open championships, but also for him, I mean, he was like when he hit the senior PGA tour, he just went ballistic there. Andy North, Darren Clark, David Duvall. And a lot of these are just like $2, $3 a piece. It's a great little PC to put together. Ian Baker Finch. So that is a PC I'm putting together. And I kind of also, because a lot of these were pretty cheap, I got to sell a few of these because I got some doubles. I'm just going to pick the one I like the best. Another thing I'm going to do, these cards are absolutely gorgeous. These are like national treasures. Like this is a press proof, I believe. They got patches. So another thing I'm going to be doing with the Mag Pro cases is NASCAR drivers, or like in the Hall of Fame, they had the top 75. Or if they won the Daytona 500, or also the Indy 500. So I'm going to kind of put those together as well. And a lot of these, it's like $5 for, right, a card like this, which has like a fire suit and on-card autos. So these are gorgeous cards, and a lot of these are really thick. So I had to get a bunch of different sizes of the Zion Mag Pros. Carl Edwards. And so I got two of these. Just going to pick the one I like the nicest, probably the one with the relic inside. Well, NASCAR drivers. This is, he won, I believe, he won 2 or 3 times the Indy 500. I'm not too sure, but we'll be going into a PC. Cool little quad relic there. This one I paid a little bit more, I think like $12 for this one. And for Michael Waltrip, I don't know why I bought like 3 of them. Probably just pick the 1 out of 10 to keep that one. Whatever auto I like the best. Probably the blue auto. Keep one of those. But he'll never be a Hall of Famer. But he did win the Daytona 500 twice. And for the prices of those, I'll be able to definitely just recoup my money on those to sell them to buy other things or trade. And I'm just buying random stuff, right? So we're going from golf to NASCAR to vinyl stickers. These are just great. So these are just vinyl stickers. Just keep these in the top loaders here. So Unitas, probably maybe try to put together this set. Dick Butkus, George Blanda. Very cool cards. And I just buy random stuff, right? So Hall of Famer in a CGC 6, and I got this less than the price of grading. I think it was like $9. So just a cool way to get a card that's already graded to put in my PC. Let's see what else here. Oh, gotta be more varied here. So we got some Hall of Famers in hockey. And if any of these are nice to grade, I might grade them at CGC for like $9.60 a piece. This one I try to find a nicely centered copy of. So this is just going to be, I'm probably going to put this in a Mag Pro, not grade it because of the centering's not perfect until I get a better one. And a lot of these I just saw really cheap on COMC, so I picked them up. This looked really nice, the centering. This is actually the, kind of see here, printed in Canada. This is the O-Pee-Chee. And so a lot of times these O-Pee-Chee cards, the centering is just awful on them. Not perfect, but this is nicely centered alkaline. And if people put these centered up for like $1, I always buy these, take a chance on them. I did grade one. I got a PSA 9. And so that's the one that's in my current collection. However, I might sell the PSA 9 and take a look at this one and just put this into my own case. What else do we have here? Just kind of random stuff. Got some football. So hockey, football, NASCAR. Not a Hall of Famer, but nicely centered Billy Sims. I wanted to upgrade mine. Hall of Famer, and I got like $3, $2, I think, for this, right? So maybe eventually get a graded copy, but a Hall of Famer. This one I just saw, and it looked fabulous for the price, a few dollars. So Hall of Famer. $1957 tops. And just a couple of Hall of Fame rookie cards. Bill George, Joe Schmidt there. So again, just collecting. Some cards that, okay, so a couple of these I might grade. You just got to definitely look through them, look at the corners. Topps Chrome, Steve Nash rookie. This is like a pack. This is beautiful. It has those print spots. Good luck trying to find a 1988 Fleer Pippin without those. They're very rare. But the centering was great. And I mean, you could tell that this card just came directly out of a pack to a penny sleeve. So I got to go through these. But I mean, that's gorgeous. I'll probably just grade that. I have a PSA 9. I have a CGC 9. This one is not grade worthy, but I'm just keeping this as a placeholder. I get these cheap and eventually upgrade. All right, that definitely not grade worthy there. This one I got for like $30. And it looked gorgeous. A little white on there. But, I mean, this is a beautiful 86 Fleer Karl Malone rookie. The centering is gorgeous. So I have a PSA 8, and I'm probably going to get this slabbed with CGC for under $10 and just keep this in my PC. And saw this for a great price. I just had to have it. So PSA 5, absolutely fine. And I think, so I made a video and I talked about collector's grades. And what I mean by collector's grades for me personally, it's kind of like a goal to get a 7 from the 70s, a 6 from the 60s, right? Just to try to get a goal there to just kind of stop and just make my my collection uniform. But really for me, what I mean by collector's grade is not like the 70s from the 7, because a lot of these, like a 1971, I got a PSA 6 for the Burt Blyleven rookie, right? I don't want to go above that, right? Because once you start getting into a 7, that goes to like $200-$300, right? I have a Ted Simmons in a 7, right? And the reason I have it in a 7 is I graded it myself. I'm not going to pay $300 for a Ted Simmons 1971 tops. It's just, the condition is just a little bit better than average, but it's not worth 10 times the price. So what I mean by collector's grade is, let's say that I have a 1979 Topps Ozzie Smith. If I wanted to buy that card, I would probably buy the nicest 7 I could get. And the reason for that is a 7 goes for $100 or under. And you know you're getting a really nice card for that price. But as soon as you get to an 8, it's like over $300, right? So that's no longer, in my mind, a collector's card. That's more of a investing card because you're paying so much more money for the grade. So for me, any card is a collector's card, right? I have cards that are like a 1984 Fleer Update Kirby Puckett in a PSA 10. That card's worth like $1,200. I should sell it, but I like the card. It's perfectly centered. It's a nice example of it, and it's just going to stay in my PC. So it is a investing card, but for me, it's a collecting card. So I hope that kind of makes sense of when I say collector's cards, right? So it's kind of like when I look at cards like this, right? It's a nice 6 for the year, right? But I wouldn't grade the card unless it would get this grade or above for 1960s. Because if I have a 4, I know it's a 4 or a 3. Really, for me, it doesn't make any sense to grade it because you're just paying money to have it into a slab. And that is where the Mag Pros, which people have been using, is a great idea for the Zion cases. So when those come in next week, I'm going to kind of slab up a few of my golf and my NASCAR cards, and I'll show you those. And let me know in the comments what's your favorite card from my COMC order. And as always, have a great day and keep on collecting.